everyone, I'm Kathryn and welcome back to my channel. Unless you're new, then you should hit that subscribe button. And man, did you choose an interesting day to join my grove. I am freaking out. I have really bad anxiety, and today is the day that I'm going to Kortrijk to get all the information for when I start school on Monday. And it's, God, I keep having to remind myself to breathe and not freak out. I'm not entirely happy that it's happening Thursday and school starts on Monday. It just feels so last minute, which is not helping me with my freak out situation. And I'm very lucky that there are coping mechanisms that I can do to help ease my anxiety. For example, I've already gone to Kortrijk. I know where I'm going. I know where the parking is. I also plan on leaving extremely early, and I'm going to walk around, which you can see that later in this video. But I'm still, I feel so nauseous right now, and I just want to curl up in a ball and cry because everything is so overwhelming, and it's annoying right now. It is, because I have to work really, really hard not to fall into the rabbit hole of negative thoughts, and I keep telling myself that, Kathryn, today is going to be an amazing day, and it is. I am going to be starting school in Belgium, and I'm so excited about that because I've never been to school in Belgium, and I can't wait to see how it's different. How is the system different from what I know? And being able to share that experience and make videos on it. I'm also taking the first step to becoming an entrepreneur because I really like YouTube and I want to be a writer, but the reality is that to do that, you have to have a business mindset, and you need to be able to manage that as a business, which are skills I don't have, and I'm getting those skills. So this is the first step of achieving a dream and a goal that I have. Okay, see you later, guys. Welcome to Vibus, the Kortrijk campus. Before I get into it, for the purposes of the continuity of this video, part 1 was shot in the morning before I went to school. This part that you're currently watching was shot at around 1 o'clock after I arrived at school, but before I had my meeting with the school, and then the next part was shot after I had dinner. But the voiceover right now is the day after the whole meeting thing, and I originally had plans to go around the school and talk on video, which is something I'd never done, and I was looking forward to it, but it didn't happen. This whole video is honestly really difficult to make because it was a spur of the moment thing, and it was made for selfish reasons. I know from past experiences that if I have to make a YouTube video, it gives me something to focus on, and my anxiety was so freaking bad that I thought, well, if I focus on making a video, it will help me not spend so much time worrying and freaking out. And for the most part, it sort of did work, except for this part right here, because I was doing so well in the morning, except what's really interesting is after the whole day was over and I was talking with Prince Charming later that night, I could not for the life of me remember what I did that morning. Just that's how bad my anxiety was. So I was just blocking things out. And I sort of was doing good in that I was distracting myself, but the closer it came to me having to leave, the more I was freaking out. So when I looked at the clock and saw that I had to go, it wasn't good. I got in the car, I started driving, and I was thinking I need to throw up, and I really didn't want to stop the car to go throw up. I was thinking I can throw up at school, I just need to get to school. So I pushed through it and I drove there, found a parking spot. I swear, it took me forever to get in the stupid parking spot too. I was a ball of nerves, to the point that once I got there, I was freaking out because I also got there late. I left at 11:40. It's supposed to be a 40-minute drive. I was expecting to get to school between 11:20, or not, 12:20 and 12:30. And I didn't end up getting there until 12:50. And I was freaking out because I had planned for a good hour to have to walk around and explore. And with only 30 minutes, just for me, that wasn't enough time. Even going on this walk, I was freaking out because I was thinking, I can't walk too far away, because if I walk too far away, I won't have time to come back and then I'll be late for the meeting. And I want it to be at the meeting 15 minutes early. So even though I had 30 minutes, really I only had 15. And since I could only walk for 7 minutes in one direction, I need the same amount of time to get back. And so it just, it was not working. And just, there were too many people. I didn't want to be around people. And I know we live in this digital world where you can talk on camera. You can have a camera, and people are so self-absorbed in their phones and what they're doing that they probably wouldn't even notice me. But I was too self-conscious at the time, and it was just, this was a really difficult video to make, and every single part of me just wants to scrap the video because it's not at the caliber that I had in my mind. In my mind, this video was going to be so much more epic and awesome, but it's not as awesome as I would have liked it. But I'm sharing it because I know we've all been in those situations where we become overwhelmed, and it happens to all of us. And I'm sort of hoping that by sharing this, that perhaps somewhere someone will find this and think, okay, so Kathryn was freaking out and she was able to just deal with it. I can deal with it, because honestly, with all the freaking out that I did, it was a good day. I mean, I talk about this more in the next part, but I do feel better now. I do. Things are still up in the air, and but yeah, once I got there, it was a lot better. But oh man, anxiety sucks, guys. But this is my campus. This is just a small portion of the campus. This is the one main building. I have a map, which, considering I'm gonna have to leave for school super early so that I can avoid the traffic and ensure that I have a parking spot, I should be there early enough that I can walk around and do another proper tour where I show the videos. And once I know where things are, I can even point them out and say, hey, this is this. Because this building, I think that's where I needed to be, and it turns out I was right. But yeah, this is just, we're discovering things. So you honestly know as much as I do, and I wasn't in a good mindset right now, so it's better now. Now you guys can enjoy the next part of the video. The lighting is bad now because it's the end of the day, and I'm wearing different clothes because I live in Belgium, and it was freezing this morning, and now it's so freaking hot. Oh my gosh. I turned off the fan for you guys so that you could hear me, because I realized I meant to shoot this a while ago and I forgot. If you can't tell, I'm doing so much better right now. It was a good day. It was a bit stressful, but I mean, it still is stressful. There's so much up in the air. But I wanted to show you some of the nifty things. I have a schedule. This isn't the permanent one. It's gonna change because there are still issues, and with Corona and all that, we've been split up into groups. Next week, when school starts, I will be going to campus, but the following week, I don't go to campus because we are opening on code yellow. Fun times. But I got a whole bunch of books. Well, books and packets. Communication skills. Oh, this is gonna be so much fun. International trade and payment procedures. Business partner, course book. Business grammar and usage. Marketing leaders. Market leader. That's the dyslexia. Business English. So I feel like I'm gonna have to do a review on this book. Yeah, I don't understand. Like, there is an English course. Since this is an English program, if you're a non-native English speaker, you have to take English. Obviously, I'm a native English speaker, and yet for reasons, I still had to buy the English books, even though I'm not taking the English class. And I tried to explain it to the girl, and she was like, well, no, you have to take it with this course. And it's like, but I'm not taking the English class. By the way, all those packets, the red ones, these were 70, 80, like 100 euros. And then the 4 books that I got were another 100 euros. So like 200 euros for books. I can't believe how inexpensive the books were. My books that I bought back in the day was like easily 1,000. Like, I'm shocked. Okay, so guys, the most disappointing part about the day was the fact that my Dutch is too good. I was looking forward to be able to continue in learning Dutch, but my level is too high, so if I want to take it, I would need to go to the CBO school, and their only classes are at night. As much as I would love to take the Dutch classes, I would get home way too late because the class ends at 9:30 and I live 45 minutes away. And that's too late, especially because the next morning I need to get up and go to class again. I'm not going to be able to take Dutch. I also might be too good at French, so I don't know how that's going to work. Oh wait, this isn't even my French book. What is this? Oh, this is a different French book. Wait a minute. Okay, these are level A2 French books. I'm fairly certain I'm at least a B2 or a C1 when it comes to French. And really going through these, the most difficult part about them is all the Dutch that's in them. What I'm really freaking out about is the fact that I've been offered an exemption from Dutch because my Dutch is so good. And my French is a lot better than my Dutch, and I'm really paranoid that they're going to kick me out of the French class because I think even if I don't learn a bunch of French, I can still work on my Dutch because I know the material, so just taking a class that's in Dutch in something that I know could be fun. Of course, I need to find out if the teacher is okay with that because there are all these little things in Dutch that we have to translate. Let me find one. Okay, for example, he belt me elke dag op. And then chaque jour. Téléphoner chaque jour. I have to think more about what is being said in Dutch and figuring out what that would be in order to translate it into French. So I think this will be a great exercise for me to work on Dutch than for me to learn anything in French, but I don't know if the teacher's going to be okay with that. They talked me into taking German. That's what these are. And oh my gosh, I'm so intimidated by the Dutch and the French book. Okay, yeah, see, this is German taught from Dutch. And I don't think I know Dutch well enough to learn German, but they said it starts from level 1, but I don't know. I'm gonna try it. They told me I should try it, and we'll see what happens. I'm really paranoid because we have to take 2 languages, and if I get kicked out of the French classes and I have to take 2 languages, that means I'll have to take German and Spanish, and I really don't want to take Spanish. I'd much rather take German. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle learning another language in a language that I'm not that great in. And see, I keep thinking, they gave me an exemption for the Dutch, and my Dutch sucks compared to my French. I'm just, I don't know. I'm sort of freaking out. And I've been working on an email, which is why I forgot about this video, but that's all the stuff that I got today. We went on a tour. It was nice. I did have a good time. I did freak the heck out. Oh, also, I can't log in to the school system in order to have access to the streaming service. Hopefully that's fixed. which is why I need to get that email out. So that's what I have for you guys this week. I hope that you enjoyed this video. You can expect more videos related to school coming up. And I suppose this would be the time that, hey, if you have questions about school in Belgium, or if you are Belgian and want my opinion on stuff, ask in the comments below, say hello, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Tootsies, my applesines. This is a picture of the campus. It's a nice campus. It is a bit smaller than I was anticipating. I think the most interesting thing that I learned today was that universities in Belgium typically don't offer parking for their students, because if you go to Ghent, apparently there's no parking there, which is very surprising to me.